Another day, another CPU cooler. I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna get 4 of these total. So this is 2 of 4, okay? But this is actually gonna be a true unboxing experience as well as an overview and installation. And today, we have something from Deepcool. Now, I've done the MX or GAMX 400. I'm probably going to do it again. As a refresher, maybe I haven't decided yet. I may not, just for time constraints. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But we have the IceBlade 200M. So this is a little bit of a different cooler. Here's the reason why. While cases nowadays seem to mostly support 159mm coolers, there's still a lot of cases that don't. This one behind me doesn't. The 2 computers I'm selling, I don't believe either. They would support like a 138 or 145 necessarily, and I think there are some coolers in that range, but this actually is very well priced at $20. I think it's like 23 and some change. And this has 2 fans, and Deepcool, from my experience, has actually done quite well in the cooling industry. So let's take a look at what's in here, and I'm going to show you guys how to install it on both AM4 and LGA 115x. X meaning like 55, 51, 50. That's what the X stands for. So here we go. Let's see if there's anything interesting on it. Basically, it supports everything from 2011 1366, 115x, 775. It's good to 130 watts on Intel, and AMD, it's saying it's only good to 125 watts, but that's not super surprising. So this does support basically everything across the board. It did say online it does support AM4, but I do have AM4 brackets just in case. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy opened up. Okay. Oh, there seems to be more down here. More goodies. Okay. So this is the single fan here. So nothing super crazy. We have 2 heat pipes going, obviously. It's not super tall, but it has a decent amount of heft. The fans are pretty solid. Deepcool makes a pretty good cooler. The GAMX 400 definitely did quite good in my reviews. So I'm definitely expecting this to be decent, better than stock in most cases. So, ooh, we have a lot of mounting hardware. So this is your AM mounting here that we're going to be doing first, since I have an AM4 set up right next to me, like literally right here. But this will be the AM4 that we're going to be using. This is going to be, good question, I don't know what this is. Probably one of these are Intel like 2011, I would suspect. That's probably these. And then these are probably the 1150 or 115x series. So nothing too surprising there. And I'm gonna say this last one's probably a fan. I would be correct on that. So the only downside with this cooler is you are going to need 2 fan headers. It looks like this is weird though. You have a 4-pin here, and then the other fan is a 3-pin. So, but you get pretty much another identical fan. They mount the same way. We are gonna go ahead and take this off of here, but let's go ahead and get this installed. One of the first things you're going to want to do is this piece was stuck on the bottom. Make sure you remove that early on so you don't forget later. I can't remember the last time I've done that, but I'm pretty sure I have. But anyway, so these fans are clipped in with a pretty standard mechanism that a lot of fan companies use, like even Noctua. But we're going to want to remove these, set this aside, just don't lose anything, because you're definitely going to need some of this stuff later. And then I'm going to set those aside. Then let's get going, shall we? So this does indeed use a stock mounting, and the funny thing is the very last video I did, I had to remove the stock mounting, and now I had to put it back. So lo and behold, some fans indeed do use the stock mounting and some don't. A couple things to note here, that it does come with pre-installed thermal paste, or thermal paste to use. It's fine to use, there's no issues with that. Just you know, keep it back in your mind. It may not, it's probably fine, but it just may not be 100% the best. So for AM4 or AM3 and AM4, you're going to use the included bracket. Works just like the stock mounting pretty much. I wish these heat pipes were even, because right now I'm just like resting it against there, which is fine, but it just makes it hard to do for the video. So there's 4 screws in the bag with the thermal paste. So you'll want to get these 4 screws in here. Very straightforward though. I did double check. It looks does clip on the board without really any issue. So it looks like it is AM4 compatible, even though the box doesn't say it. I remember the advertisement said it. So now this is easy, but difficult at the same time. I would recommend using the flip end side here away from the top of the case, especially if this is going in after you put the whatchamacallit in, or if you already installed the motherboard. So basically I'm going to try to unlatch this for you here. It took a fair bit of force. Okay. So this is what I did. Let's do a quick trial run. Is I took this piece right here and I kind of angled it to catch in the hook there. Then I basically, I'm going to turn this so you guys can see a little better here. Maybe I can do it from behind. So I took this and I basically just folded it over. Just like that, as I did. The only downside with that kind of installation, it does make it a little bit tough with spraying on the thermal paste, right? Obviously I'm putting it on for installation purposes, but it can make it difficult. So remember that fan you took off? Yeah, you're gonna need to put that back on. Now this mounting isn't bad, but I'll be fully honest, I don't like it. It's annoying. So I'm going to loop the retention brackets back through where they're at. It's hard to do off camera, let alone on camera. So I do have them looped back through. And the reason why these are difficult, and that actually poked through, which is going to be a problem. Not a huge problem, but an annoying problem nonetheless. Okay, that side's in, that side's in. Okay, so that one's in. Now here's the thing that I kind of noticed just off the top of my head. We're going to need to put these anti-vibration pieces on the fan itself. So we're going to do that on this one. Oh God, it looks like it needs to be cut. You gotta be kidding me. Oh no, never mind. It's not cut. I see how it works. It just, these go over the hole pretty much. So what's gonna happen is, since this is going to the back, we're gonna simply want to just put this over the hole here the best you can. So this one over top of that. This one, which didn't peel off for one reason or another, have to manually peel it. If it wants to be manually peeled, there we go. Well, one piece did. There we go. Got it. This will go over just like that. And get the piece off. And then the last one, we're going to take out. So I have them somewhat ideally lined up. Definitely not perfect by any stretch, but it should do fine. And we're basically going to do the opposite, is we're going to string these through the back here. Hopefully we don't puncture the anti-vibration mats again. Sorry, it's bad angle to do it at. Okay, and then we are going to move this out of the way because that is annoying. And we are simply going to try to line this up somewhat with the front one, if possible. Got one side on. Got the other side on. Truth be told, probably when I go to do the Intel one here in a minute, I'm probably just going to leave the fans on because that's annoying. So if you want to see how to install the fans, watch the earlier part in the video. It'll actually tell you. So I'm not going to actually reinstall the fans because they're not my favorite thing to do by any stretch of the imagination. So, but these go on pretty much the same as the AMD ones did. Just like that. Sorry about that. Let's switch batteries here. And, oop, missed. So just make sure they're all tight. Okay, so let's turn this so you guys can see it better. Make sure you remember to get thermal paste on here for this demonstration. Actually skipping that step, just keep that in mind here. And then simply, all you have to do is line these guys up. Now, with these fans on, it does make it difficult to do, but it definitely is possible. But I probably advise you not to do it while the fans are on, but they're actually in, and it's in fine. So that is how you install with Intel. Oh, let's get these plugged in here. So this is going down over here. And then I do have a system fan on the other side. Just like that. So that is how you install this. Well, it's on. Both Intel and AMD installed. Quite easy, to be honest. Probably easier than Cooler Master. Speaking of Cooler Master, the world famous Hyper 212 Evo is next in 2 days. So please keep an eye on your inbox, subscribe feed, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be what's done next. I have a feeling, from memory, I think it works the same as the MA410P, but we'll find out because I honestly can't remember. But if you like this video, give me that thumbs up. If you don't, give me that thumbs down. If you do like it, maybe consider getting subscribed. In the link in the description below is where to buy this particular product on Amazon, which is actually where I got it this time. That's pretty much it. So stay tuned. We have more to come. As always, this is Steve from PC Budget Solutions, and I'll see you later on down the road. Hopefully this is, I can get further next video, but we'll see.